I've got some requests about the game being well, very hard, and people not really understanding it. So I figured I'm just gonna make a video that explains the basic foundation of DDO character creation, or how to make a great DDO character. And this is it's October 2013, and things change in the Dungeons & Dragons, so things might change a little bit, enhancement might change, new classes might be added next year. In that case I will update this video and I'll make a new one. But in a nutshell, basically I'm gonna keep this reasonably short, and I'm gonna try to do my best. As you can see here on the screen, you see here a list that says 8 different things. The first thing about making a great DDO character is you have to have a plan. You have to have a plan and a goal. If your goal is to be a completionist, that means taking a lot of past lives and having eventually the completionist feat, you don't have to worry about the rest, because you're just gonna TR and TR and TR. Ultimately you have to worry about the rest, but then you will have so much experience, then you don't have to watch this video. However, it still is important for the players who just want to level up and make a really good build, maybe have a couple TRs. So the first thing you want to have is your character plan and your character goals. What is his function going to be at high level? And are you playing the game to level up, or are you playing the game to be high level and do raids and quests and solo? There's all kinds of different things. Do you want to make yourself a healer? Do you want to make yourself a wizard? Do you want to make yourself a bard? Do you want to make yourself a ranger that uses bows? Maybe you want to make a ranger that heals himself and also uses two-weapon fighting. Do you want to make a monk that only uses hand wraps? It's all up to you. So the first thing you have to decide in your head before you make a character is the character plan and the character goal. Now if you have set that, if you have gotten that character plan and that goal, you can go to the second step: class or classes. Are you gonna multi-class your character, or are you gonna stay pure, or you have only one class? That is a big choice, and it's up to you, and it affects your build a huge amount. So are you gonna multi-class that monk in maybe some fighter levels, or maybe some cleric levels, or do you just want to stay a pure monk? It's up to you, and you have to decide that. Thirdly, importantly, is race. What race are you gonna be? Are you gonna be a dwarf with maybe a huge amount of hit points, or you want to play it smarter and go halfling and have more dodge and have more AC, maybe some better saves for end game? Do you want to make an elf or an half elf to improve your ranged damage? Maybe you want to make a warforged, like this character you're seeing right now. That is a big choice, and it affects your build. So you have to decide upon that too. Step 4 is going to be your ability points. What weapons are you going to use? What type of spells are you going to use? What do you want to be good at? Do you want to be good at healing? Do you want to be good at doing damage with a great axe? All sorts of things that affect your build very much. Ability points are very important. How are you going to make them? How are you going to balance those ability points out? gonna make a character with more hit points, put more constitution into him, or are you gonna make a character that is only focused on heavy damage? That is up to you, and you have to decide this. It's really best to decide this before you make the character and write it all down and plan it all. Skill points. What skill points are you going to use? Are you going to be healing? Then you of course need the heal skill point. Are you going to be a bard? You need perform, haggle, so on and so on. Are you going to be a caster? Then warforged. Then you're going to need the repair skill, spellcraft skill, so on and so on. Very important too, as of the new expansion. Skill points have they weren't that important, but they are very important now. Feats. What feats are you gonna take when you are creating your character and when you are leveling up? And do take note, if you are an elf or if you are a ranger class, you get certain native feats automatically. If you are a fighter, you get certain feats, like for instance you get a proficiency with all weapons, martial weapons. Those kind of things you'll all have to consider. If you are making a warforged, you get special warforged native feats. Important, and it also affects the things you are going to do. If you're going to make an elf, you get a lot of the arcane archer enhancements, but you still have to pick up many shot feat if you are not making a ranger. So if you want to make a ranged monk, you have to pick up point blank shot, ranged weapon focus, rapid shot, and ultimately many shot. These are very important feats, one of the most important things. Step 6. 7 is going to be class enhancements. I'm going to show you guys right here class enhancements. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going to be explaining this everything, but it affects your build and it's tweakable by a huge amount. So you just have to figure out everything, and you wanna go DPS, you have to pick certain. You wanna go damage, you have to pick certain enhancements and certain maybe some more strength. All kinds of special stuff you can pick here on the class enhancements and the race enhancement screen. That's up to you, and it's very important to plan that out before you make your character or on the first couple of levels. The best characters get created by having a plan. 8. Epic feats. These are special feats you get once you're higher than level 20. And also these affect your build very, very much, so you have to plan those out too. Go check them out on the internet, just type in epic feats DDO and you'll read all about them. Now, the 9th and final step is your epic destinies, which is a premium feature. You have to buy this. It's very important though for your character creation, and it affects a huge amount of things, but it's not very expensive. It's only a couple hundred points, like 800 points or something. So once you have some characters going and you have leveled up and you have saved your DDO points, you should be able to buy this with reasonably fair ease. So epic destinies are just a more kind of enhancements and certain feats and extra stuff you get, and you can twist certain things out on your character. So as you can see, this is a big list, and all these things affect your character creation, and this is why Dungeons and Dragons is such a difficult and complex game and this is also why not many people play this game. This game is quite niche game as far as it's really for the hardcore folks who spend a huge amount of time planning and creating their character, and if you like that, this game is perfect for you. If you just want to walk around and bashing mobs and not worrying about all the different things, there's plenty of other games that you can play to do that. So these are the 9 basic foundations of DDO character creation, and they are all very important to create your character. Now, as an example, I'm gonna explain to you in a nutshell my build here on After I Star. After I Star, my plan was to make a solo character, a character who can basically could do everything himself and assist the party to self-heal, tank bosses, do whatever he wants, and stay alive. So I figured I'm gonna be a level wizard for all the wizard spells, Warforged, so I get some very good feats. The most notable one being immune to level drain. As you can see here, I'm healing myself with the aura. Now I am in Vampire Shroud, so that's a certain ability of the wizard, and every time I hit a mob I heal myself for 1 point. So I have a triple form of healing. Now I have a special docent on myself that gives me a boon of undead that gives me healing when I get hit too. So that's a quadruple forms of healing on this character. 4 forms of healing I can achieve. Now I have put in 2 fighter, mostly because for the enhancements and the extra feats. I put in 7 monk levels to get even more feats and improve my unarmed damage, and also get a lot of stuff that the monks give you. At the moment I am Exalted Angel 4, that's my epic destiny, but that's not my main epic destiny. My main epic destiny is either Fury or Unyielding Sentinel, which gives me a huge amount of AC, DR, and just very tough. A huge amount of hit points. I can be 1500, 1600 hit points easily, and so the build is focused on casting his own spells, wizard spells, but not using spells as damage. He uses his hand reps as his DPS. So he's basically a very special kind of build. On the forum, you call this a Tuka build because the original guy on the forums, he created this kind of build, and it was originally a 16 sorcerer, 2 paladin, 2 rogue build with a great axe. And he used all kinds of fancy stuff, a Docent of Defiance who gave him a huge amount of DR, but things have changed in DDO and I improved the build, I improved the Tuka, and I came up with this after many lesser TRs, maybe 5 or 6 lesser TRs, 1 TR, and I have come up with this build at the moment, which is perfect for me. After I Star, I can solo and tank different kinds of bosses, and he can self-heal himself. He has a good amount of saves. He can achieve a very high AC. Probably he can get like 100 AC, and he's not an AC build, so that's pretty good. He can get a very high physical resistance, as you can see here. Physical resistance is only 10 now at the moment, but I can get it. I can make it much higher here. If I switch to mountain stance, for instance, So that's the that was the goal and the plan of after I start, to make a build that was fully capable of doing everything himself and having a huge amount of fun, and not having to have a lot of spell points. He has only 1200 spell points at the moment, way less if he goes to another Epic Destiny, but that's fine because he doesn't need much to function. So basically he is all in one build. He is still heavy DPS. It takes a lot of work to create such a character and to gear him up and to get the appropriate things, and it's a very complex build, of course, but just as an example, I'm showing you this character of mine, so you understand a little bit better on what's possible. So this guy is 11 wizard, 7 monk, 2 fighter. Get all the great things of wizard till level 11, greater heroism, haste, blur, displacement, all the nice spells, all the way to level 6, reconstruct. So I get all my wizard stuff, most of it, and I get fancy monk stuff. As you can see here on the feat list, I get the Adept of Forms, Master of Forms, and the Ultimate Stance. I get monk finishers at level 3, so I can throw some special abilities of the monk. Fighter levels for more feats, and also improve my DPS. So basically that is after I start. Many more things to tell about him, but I already made a lot of videos about him, so if you want to check that out, go ahead. So these are the 9 steps, the basic foundations of DDO character creation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Any questions, comments, please. Appreciate it. Spread this video around. I can use the subscribers and views. Not to be begging, but hey, begging is good for the soul. And hopefully this video has been helpful a little bit in giving you some advice on how to make a good build, and hopefully I'll see you on Galanda, or just in the comments section, or just on your new YouTube channel, kicking ass on your new character. And just keep in mind, it's a very complex game and it takes a long time to get where you are at. So patience is key in Dungeons and Dragons. Don't be thinking, I'm gonna make an ultimate character in 2 days. This is not World of Warcraft or any other MMORPG where it takes where you level up fast, and it takes a huge amount of time and patience to get your build where it is. And things change all the time in Dungeons and Dragons, especially at the moment. So keep in mind that you always have to adapt and change. So good luck, guys, and see you at the next video.